What's up, Marvel Snappers, and welcome to another Deck Tech video. Today we're focusing on the Pool 3 card Doctor Doom, who on reveal adds a 5-power Doombot to each other location. This is a very powerful endgame card, because spreading 15 power on the final turn is not something the opponent typically plays around. The Doombots are the same power as Doctor Doom, but you get quite a lot of stats, and you can get these Doombots in hard-to-play locations. The rest of the deck is going to be Pool 2 and Pool 1 cards, so if you only have Doctor Doom in your collection, you're guaranteed to be able to play this deck. Some of the cards we're comboing with Doctor Doom is Storm, who floods this location, making the next turn the last turn cards can be played. This is a great way to lock down a location early, and if your opponent actually ends up beating you in the Storm location early in the game, you can get away with a sneaky snap and get the Doombot in there later. We're also playing Ebony Maw, who in a similar fashion locks down the lane, but only for our side, but it does have a massive 7 power. And again, we're able to sneak that Doombot in, and you're actually able to get away with some snaps because your opponent thinks they're ahead. To combo with this, we have a couple of other token cards. We're playing Mr. Sinister, who creates a Sinister clone and is just 2 bodies on the board. And we're also playing Squirrel Girl, who can put a squirrel into each other location. Basically a much weaker Doctor Doom, but also much cheaper. And because we can spread so many cards on the board, we're playing Blue Marvel, who gives all of your other cards plus 1 power. This ends up being quite a lot of stats, since your cards are sometimes producing multiple cards. Rounding out the deck, we have Ant-Man, who's just an efficient 1-cost card and benefits from all of the extra cards being created, since you can easily get its ongoing ability. Armor to protect our 1-cost cards, primarily the Ebony Maw, since it is a big Killmonger target, and armor can slot in nicely and protect you. Mr. Fantastic lets us spread a bit of power on the board and helps us get extra power into the Ebony Maw or the Stormed lane. Jessica Jones is a fantastic 4-cost follow-up to the Storm, since she'll eventually become 8 power, and sometimes Storm and Jessica Jones alone are enough to win that location. Claw, because it can also push power wide. Getting 6 power into the flooded location or the Ebony Maw location can be a great way to sneak away a game. And we're also running Onslaught as a backup to our Doctor Doom. You're not guaranteed to draw Doctor Doom, and doubling our ongoing effects can be really strong when the ongoing effects are Blue Marvel, Claw, and Mr. Fantastic that are all pushing power into other locations. It can be a great way to swing a game where your opponent thinks they have it locked down, but you end up adding a lot of power to each location. If you have access to Mystique, this is also a great card to include in the deck, maybe over the Onslaught, because you can get the doubling effect, but still have some extra energy left over. Any of the other token cards too, like Brood, might be helpful, and it's good to explore what other things might end up working well for you. With that, let's hop into some games. Alright, Nova Roma draws us a card, which is nice. We have the Doctor Doom, and the Ebony Maw. Let's get Ant-Man down. We'll be able to get a lot of bodies into play thanks to the Squirrel Girl Doctor Doom. So we might be able to spread our power pretty wide here. Okay, and they're gonna look to clog up our board. So it might not be wise to play the Mr. Sinister. We could give them a squirrel next turn. Let's give that a try. Okay, and they just play the Viper. So, well, I'm not sure we want to fight over X Mansion. We don't know what's going to come out of there. But we can give them the squirrel, clog up their board a bit, get the Ebony Maw down. We'll be able to claw into it and Doctor Doom into it. And then we can play Jessica Jones to the X-Mansion location. Alright, Name Maximus drawing us cards. That's pretty good for us. If we can find the Blue Marvel. Oh, and we get a Doctor Doom off of X-Mansion. Well, if we snap, they just go running away. We're kind of short on board space, so we'll probably end up skipping turn 5. But let's get the 8 power down here. Although Claw is 9 power. Oh. Blue Marvel is even more than that. So let's go Blue Marvel, and then we'll Doctor Doom in X-Mansion. That was a pretty big high roll off the X-Mansion, but we had a backup Doctor Doom. We didn't need this. Oh, and they Killmonger. Okay, maybe we do need this. It's gonna be our best power spread. We're winning in all 3 locations, so this should be enough. Again, if we snap, they probably retreat. I don't know what their follow-up's gonna be, but putting 6 into each lane should be sufficient. Oh, they had a Doctor Doom of their own. Good game. But we got double Doom bots. Let's hop into another one. Alright, first up is Kiln. It'll be a good spot for Ebony Maw. We won't be able to claw into there, but we have a few other ways. Let's hold on the Squirrel Girl for now. Although we could play our 3-drop in here. We have the Onslaught. Let's just hold. Okay, they go Angela. Yeah, we're not going to storm. Let's go Squirrel Girl, Ebony Maw. Again, I guess we didn't have to do this turn, but now it's likely we're going to end up curving out. The opponent snapped. Alright, let's storm Hala. Then we can claw and follow that up with a Doctor Doom. Although the hood means there might be a Killmonger in our future. For content, we'll play it out, but this is probably where you retreat if you're trying to rank up on the ladder. Oh, so they play out their demon. And then Venom. That's pretty... Oh, I guess because they Venom, now they're free to Killmonger. Them playing the demon made me think maybe they didn't have it. Let's use Claw to get a power spread, because Doom alone won't be enough to win the Crimson Cosmos. With 3 destroyed, we do have to fear a death. Carnage, Killmonger, yep. Alright, and death is 12. It's 5. The demon's gone. This gives us 13? There's a chance. What we could lose to is a Deathlock Nova, but we've already seen 3 of their 4 destroy effects. The 5 power Doombot doesn't really help us here. Let's get that little bit of extra power into Crimson Cosmos since we're already winning Flooded. Deathlock Nova is the sneaky way to win because they give up Crimson Cosmos, but they think they win both. Okay, let's go with the Doctor Doom. Let's see if we called this right, or is this just death? Oh, it's Chavez. Okay, whew, we're still good, and we get 4 cubes. Got through the Killmonger. That was pretty impressive. Let's hop into another one. Alright, first up we have Avengers Compound. We'll probably want to play Blue Marvel there, should we draw it. Well, now we have Ebony Maw. If we're going to play the Ebony Maw, we're going to have to play here, so let's get Mr. Sinister down. And they go with an Angela. It's going to be hard to use Jessica Jones, but Doctor Doom can win us Sanctum Sanctorum. Ooh, but we have to shuffle. Okay, so I'm glad we didn't snap yet. If we redraw a Doctor Doom, I'm willing to snap. Okay. They might actually have Odin White Tiger at their disposal. So I'm going to be careful not to snap yet. We have the Doctor Doom, but that's not guaranteed to win us Sanctum Sanctorum. Do we Storm? Do we lock them out of triggering whatever they have to play with Odin? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try storming here, and we'll get the Squirrel Girl down. Let's also snap before this happens. They're gonna be forced to play here on turn 5? Oh, okay, and they just retreat. But I think that works out well for us. We have both our 6-cost cards in hand. Whatever we draw, we'll be able to play. And then their Odin will be forced to go to Attilan, but their on-reveal cards would have been trapped in Avengers Compound. Let's hop into another one. Alright, 5 rocks to deal with. That'll be fun. We have Claw Mr. Fantastic, so Ebony Maw is going to want to go to the right here. Alright, let's actually get these rocks down because we have Blue Marvel. The only draw that punishes this is Mr. Sinister. Or I suppose the Squirrel Girl. I guess we could have saved it, but if we draw a 2-drop, we'd like to play it elsewhere as well. Oh, and now we're drawing from the opponent's deck, but they also have a Blue Marvel, so that worked out. Thank you very much. Alright, and they go with a Mojo. And more rocks. Alright. Let's get some power spread here. Alright, and they also play rocks. They might have drawn our Blue Marvel. And another rock. This is pretty ridiculous. We'll get the Blue Marvel down. And then hopefully Claw Rock is enough. So we'll be able to get +6 here, +4 here. Because of the Angela, let's just beef out the left here. See how this ends up going for us. Ooh, yeah, Ant-Man is not going to be enough. And Squirrel Girl doesn't do it either. Just barely, though. What a silly game. Oh, no! The Sunspot. But we win the tiebreaker. Whew. I kind of forgot that the Sunspot was going to get buffed up. So it probably would have been wise to play the rock here, but thankfully we pull it out anyways. Their Blue Marvel really saved our butt here. Let's hop into another one. Alright, Tinker's Workshop gives us a bit of extra energy. We can get the armor down. We have the Dr. Doom, so we don't have to worry about clawing into the lane, so let's just play it safe. This might even be a Bucky or something. Oh, a Sunspot. Okay, so no cards really being destroyed this game. Oh, hello, Bob. Alright, so we're gonna Storm on 3, Blue Marvel on 5, Dr. Doom on 6. So let's just get the Squirrel Girl down now. That way we're free to play a 4-cost card. Okay, and they Mysterio, who's now 4 power if our opponent has their client updated. And we get the Mr. Fantastic. Oh. We don't want Flooded to be destroyed. So let's Storm here. Okay, and they Thor. We can get the Mr. Fantastic down. Oh, and they Jubilee. Hopefully they pull into something reasonably sized. The Mjolnir. Maybe they retreat if we snap. But I think we have good odds. We'll give up Wakanda, but we can go Blue Marvel, Dr. Doom into Tinker's Workshop. Okay, and they have a Vision, which would bring them up to 8. 12 if this is the real Mysterio. So yeah, Dr. Doom should do it here for us. Does any of this go wide? Hulk and Wasp. Yeah, not gonna do it, even if this is the real Mysterio. And it wasn't. Nice. 4 cubes. Just showing the power of Dr. Doom, getting a whole bunch of extra power at the end into our flooded location. And Blue Marvel putting in work, adding +9 power, so 12 power for a 5-cost card. Really solid. I hope you enjoyed the games and got to see the power of Dr. Doom. Spreading wide can be a fantastic way to catch the opponent off guard, and I think a lot of the games we had really showcased that. As always, if you have any questions or feedback for me, make sure to leave those in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.